Welcome, Leo. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for July the 18th through to the 24th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you so much for all of the positive, loving support that you send my way each and every day. I truly send it right back to you, hoping for all the happiness and abundance to be in your path forward, immeasurable abundance and happiness. So I woke up extremely early this morning, and I got in a full day and in record time, and I was exhausted, and I laid down for a nap. So the readings are a little delayed in getting out because I overslept there. The 20-minute nap turned into a couple of hours. But in saying that, I dreamt of a new way of doing this layout, so I'm giving it a try. Hopefully you'll like it. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles as our very first card. So our confidence. Our confidence is strong. Our self-confidence is strong. It's growing. We see where we want to go. We see what we are becoming. We see what we need to do in order to step into our dreams, our desires, our wants. I think that your thoughts are very strong here, and your thoughts might be leading you in very new directions, uncharted territory, perhaps. And I keep seeing that angel. I keep thinking it's like a little cherub. It's like the angel of love or something. So maybe your perceptions are starting to change in what love means to you, what relationships mean to you, what you want out of relationships. In some way, in some form, you're definitely feeling stronger about who you are and what you want to come into your life and how it is to come into your life and what it represents in your life. In order to feel that stability, in order to feel that well-being, we have the Star card. So where you really didn't feel like you could go forward in a dream or a realization, that star at the top is your wishes, your dreams, your desires, your goals. And here you are at the bottom, you are reaching out to that star, which means it is doable, it is tangible, it is something that you can see the path forward on now. So where there might have been blocks set up before, by God, your angels, the spirit guides, the universe. Maybe it was your way of thinking. Maybe it was somebody standing in your way or a situation standing in your way. It clears now so that you can go forward to manifest the dreams, the desires, the goals that you want. We have the Fool, some new paths opening up to you. Absolutely. Now, with the Fool, it's usually taking a little bit of a risk. So, the star being right before it, it might be that that path opens up and you really at this point didn't expect that path to open up. So now it's like, ooh, what do I do? I was kind of resigned to the fact that I was going in this direction or that direction. That was kind of wishful thinking, or it wasn't a path that I was supposed to step on, and now here it is. So what do I do? Where do I go? Who do I become? So it's a little bit of risk-taking, or we feel it's a little bit of risk-taking in order to step onto this path, this new path going forward. It could be love, it could be relationships, it could be work, career, it could be building respect, it could be doing something different, it could be doing something in a new and unusual way. So chances are the risk is only in the fear base that you are sitting with right now. So it's opening up to new possibilities. It's opening up to rewriting the rules. It's releasing. It could be releasing something that we have been holding on to. It could be something that we have known since childbirth. Like when we were maybe not childbirth. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how the mind stores things. It could be from childbirth, and we just don't know that that's a trigger. I would think it's more of when we were small children, though. And we came up with ideals. We came up with, don't touch the stove, you'll burn yourself. And I don't know when the realization comes in that when the stove is cold, it's okay to touch the stove. But at some point, we figure that out. we rewrite the rule. So it's time to rewrite the rule in some part of our life that has been holding us back, that has been keeping us from pushing forward in a certain direction in our life. So it could take a little bit of an honesty check in order to be truly honest with yourself of what has been guiding you in your life and how that rule needs to be rewritten, because it doesn't really make sense now that you look at it through adult eyes once again. We have the King of Wands. Okay, so this is optimism. This is feeling strong. This is feeling powerful. Just like I thought with the Queen of Pentacles, your very first card, your self-confidence is raising. This is high thinking. So it goes very well with what I was just saying about the Fool. High thinking, we start to look at things with new perceptions, different angles, different information coming in to sway the way we once thought, the once we perceived the way things were supposed to be. You know, there was a time when you married for life. Regardless of what happened in the relationship behind closed doors, you married for life, and that was your destiny. That was your fate. You sealed that when you said, I do. And there are many people who still believe that. And I know that I gave my marriage everything and more, trying to believe that that was the right rule. But it could be abuse, it could be drugs, it could be marrying for the wrong reasons that dissipate that marriage. And so we have to rewrite the rule. We have to make it grow ourselves in the right direction. We can't limit ourselves on a past rule just because somebody said it once upon a time. We have to look at it with the reality of what we know in our lives. And I mean, that's just one example of a trillion I could give you in how we go forward each and every day in our life based on old rules, old paradigms, old ways of thinking. And this is a card that says that your thinking is becoming clear. It's high. You can come up with the realizations of how that rule needs to be rewritten now. That you stand in the truth, that you stand in the confidence, that you go forward with the strength. And there's definitely an optimism there attached to it. Now we have the Five of Swords. I think you're really looking at relationships and how they work in your life, what they mean in your life. It could be within the community, it could be at work, it could be a loved one, it could be your best friend. But you are, you know, in some way you're raising your energy, and so they need to raise their energy as well, or the relationship is not going to work going forward. So I think differences of opinion might come out right now. But in that difference of opinion, I think you have to leave behind the naysayers, the negative people, the people that are trying to pull you down, the people that are trying to keep you in the old paradigms and the old rules. We have the Five of Wands as the overriding energy. So wow. This is getting together with the right people, the like-minded people. This is, you know, this could be where you brainstorm with a group of people in order to take life in a new direction, start new programs, start new projects, to get involved in the community in some new way, to grow your experience in some way. You could even become the leader of this group. You could be the one that kind of cheers them into thinking in new directions. Start the brainstorming. It's definitely by getting around like-minded people. But I think it's collaboration that really grows. Okay, so the underlying energy is where you really need to walk away from those negative people, but the overriding it is getting together with the right people, the like-minded people. So reach out in your community to people that are like-minded, that are people on the same page as you. This could be at work, this could be in the community, this could be within the family. But definitely you need to reach out to people that are thinking like you and wanting to grow paths similar to yours. We have the Seven of Wands, and this is you making that declaration, a strong declaration of who you are and who you are becoming. in how you want your path to go forward. And it's almost like you're standing here and you're asking for their support, you're asking for their love, you're asking for their understanding, their acceptance. But whether or not they give that doesn't change the fact that you're going to walk that path. You're really making a statement. It's up to them to make the choice of whether they want to be next to you on your path forward. So you have a very strong voice when it comes, I think, to friendships, relationships, within the community, within the home, within the neighborhood. We have the Chariot. So this is strong because this is where you are driving your force, you're driving your passion. You have a focus on your tomorrow, you have a focus on your path. You hold the reins to your future. There's a strong degree of confidence and optimism here, a strong degree of passion in going forward in the way you want. This could also be a travel card. You may be looking at travel. You may be creating, the travel log right now of what you're going to do and what you're going to see and where you're going to go and the people you're going to meet and the sites you're going to lay your eyes on. But I think it hones in with the true you. So I don't think that if you are planning a vacation right now or you're going on vacation that you come back the same person. That it clarifies your path somehow. So even a day trip, a couple hours trapped in a car, driving just in one direction, see where you end up. But look towards planning a vacation, look towards travel, because it's going to hone in on your focus of where you want to go, what you want to create, who you want to become. And sometimes it takes new surroundings, taking yourself out of the old surroundings, putting yourself into new energy, new surroundings, new things to take in and understand and perceive, that you get those aha moments, you get those epiphanies. We have the Strength card. This is about believing in yourself, believing in who you are, allowing your strength to come forward. To not worry if you're going to intimidate somebody. Remember, you're the Leo, you're the Lion, you're strong, you're courageous, and you are a leader. So this is a time to, okay, in a minute, Peanut, in a minute. This is a time to stand up to the plate and swing that bat. This is a time to show people exactly what you're made of what you expect in your life, of what you expect out of them and in your life, of how your energies go together, on how there's a strength. Now, some people are going to be very negative on that. Other people are going to be very embracing of your energy, of where you want to go, of who you want to become. As we go into the weekend, I believe the sun goes into your sign, so happy birthday. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is showing up a lot in the weekend for people. And this is where we are masterminding the plan. We are really looking at our options. So this is reality. I mean, he's not whimsical. He doesn't have his head in the clouds hoping for some kind of fantasy to emerge. He strategizes. He makes the plan. He knows exactly where he wants to go. And he doesn't hope for success. He makes sure it's successful. He brings the right people into play. He brings in the situations that need to happen. He brings in the knowledge that needs to be. And if the knowledge isn't present, he goes out in search of the knowledge to bring it into the plan. If he doesn't have the trait or the ability for something or some part of the plan, he will go in search of that person that makes the difference in that plan, that brings that to the table, so that the plan is truly successful at the end of the day. So it's about strategizing, it's about planning, it's about knowing exactly where you want to go, which is very much the Chariot energy as well. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So we are looking into new paths forward, new plans for what we want to create, what we want to manifest, and it's going to take a courage. And we are not going to be able to see how it will all play out We're not going to see exactly what the end of the road looks like. We can only guess. We can only put our affirmations out there. But we know that it's going to take a courage, it's going to take a strength in order to step on a new path. So it's really about believing ourselves, believing in ourselves. And we have the Empress. Ooh, so we have the Emperor and the Empress in the same one. Now she is new beginnings, very creative energy, new beginnings. Okay? She's very much like the Emperor. I mean, she doesn't step into things with half a plan. She steps into it with the full plan. She's a little bit more coming from the heart, love and compassion. So I would think that whatever the journey forward is for you, it attaches to your deep loves, your deep passions, what you truly want to create in this world, how you want to make a difference. For work, career, and we have the Hierophant. So definitely it is about attaching yourself to the love energy, the spiritual energy, and understanding that that is what's really going to bring the balance in. So how beautiful that the Emperor and the Empress are together here. And then we have the Hierophant in work, career, finances. So it's about doing things for the right reasons. It's doing things out of love, out of passion, and out of passion. It's really going to bring in the true balance and the true abundance down the road. For love, relationships, look at that, we have the Four of Wands. Now this is the marriage proposal card, and even though I don't think, even though it's in love and relationship, everybody is going to have a proposal for marriage, I think it is going to bring in security. It could be in the way that you are thinking. It could be through the conversations that you are having in what needs to be within a relationship. And if you're single, then you are looking at what really needs to be in a relationship. I think in some ways it's changing because we're back to laying down the foundation again. So in some ways, I think we are changing in our viewpoint of what is love? What does it mean to us? How does it give me security? How does it give me strength? How does it allow me to be an independent person in the outside world? We could be having a lot of conversations around this. We could be negotiating, so this is where we will make compromises in one area of our love relationships, but we stand strong in other areas of our love relationship to truly be strengthened in order to go forward, to truly build that foundation that we can build on for many years to come. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.